Jordan, how did it feel for you to be back out there, and what can you say about this team getting 10 sacks, tying the program record?
Yeah, it felt amazing to be back out with my teammates. Being hurt and then just watching them play kind of hurts, deep down. But I got full confidence in what they can do. And then the way we practice, I knew they would get home. Any chance they got to rush and go get the quarterback. So it all just came together tonight, and it looked pretty good.
All right, Zach.
Bryce, growing up here, you know this rivalry. You've probably envisioned this night a lot in your life. What's it like to have one of your statistically best games of your career just on this stage?
Yeah, it's kind of a picture-perfect ending. Anytime you can beat a rival at home like this and hand it to them like we did is a great feeling. Just blessed to be in this situation. Between my teammates, coaches, and family, it's been one heck of a ride, but we're not done yet.
All the way in the back, Brett.
Mateo, can you just talk a little bit about your growth from year one to year two, and just what it's been like for you this season, taking obviously a bigger role and obviously being able to execute to at a higher level?
Yeah, just playing last year, kind of first year, getting thrown in the fire. Just looking back, I think there's a lot of things that I knew I could work on, and then just honing in on those things. And then you got guys like Burch and DJ online, and even guys in my class like Tatum. And it's just a competition every day. We always pushing each other. I just feel like just the love that we have for each other just kind of makes everybody grow like 1% every day.
Back left, scarf.
Bryce, with you being from Eugene and this being your last, conference game at home, and not only a rivalry game but senior night, what does this mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Like I said, anytime you can beat a rival like that on senior night means a lot to myself, teammates, and obviously the community of Eugene. Just hearing the fans go crazy at the end of that game was unbelievable. Shout going into the fourth quarter was something I'll remember for a long time. I'm just blessed to be put in this spot, and it's been one heck of a ride.
Right your second seat on the right.
Dan called you one of the hardest guys to block in college football. First, do you agree with that assessment? And if so, what's it taken for you to get there, and what makes you one of the hardest guys to block?
I don't know. There's some pretty good guys out there, but I feel like I got confidence in myself. But again, like I said before, just in practice, I feel like I go against the best O-line every day. And I feel like I got the best edge rushers and the best D-line and the best linebackers to just make everybody push each other. So I feel like just the competition in practice really is the main thing that I think why you can see everybody eat on a D and O-line.
Right here, second row.
Yeah, Jordan, what was the injury? We're listed as questionable, so I'm curious, was there ever a chance you weren't going to play on senior night, or you were going to be out there, weren't you?
Yeah, I had rolled my ankle last game. We were here, and then I couldn't make it to Wisconsin. But I was like senior night. I'm gonna get my ankle back right. I kind of like barely practiced, and they were like, "We got a snap count, for you. So make the most of it." So that's why I kept coming in and off. And then second half, just playing for my brothers and playing with my brothers. So I was just going out there, give it the best I could.
Back left, Matt.
Bryce, can you talk to the preparation this week in practice? Dan called it your guys' most complete game this season on both sides of the ball. How do you feel like that led to today happening?
Yeah, I think having that bye week definitely helped us out with prep, getting our bodies right, and then just attacking it on both sides of the ball. I've been preaching it, just getting better every single day and growing from our games. And I agree, this is our most complete game as a team. As you said, it starts in practice, just bringing the juice, energy, enthusiasm to get better and not just go through the motions of practice. And definitely showed tonight. Going to be more proud of this team, and it's incredible.
Front right, Zach.
Jordan, Dan has talked all year about peaking at the right time. Do you feel like this team is peaking and finding that your best football at this point?
Yeah, everybody's coming together. Beginning of the year, you're gonna have like some shaky moments, but you can kind of see it now in practice how everybody's one accord, fitting together. And then you got like the coach talked about this. You got like people that usually don't speaking up in meetings and stuff like that. So that's just like a big sign of the team's coming together, and they know we're headed in the right spot.
Front left, Ryan.
Bryce, how would you describe the relentlessness of this defense. Just at every level, it feels like this game was a good example of that.
Yeah, it's just the main thing we preach. Number one pillar of our defense, relentless effort, and it starts in practice. And it starts in the meeting room. Just recognizing it on tape and making the decision to, even if you're 15, 20 yards away from the ball, just hustling your butt off to get over to the ball. And I think everyone's bought into it. And at the end of the day, if you got 11 dudes on defense that play harder than 11 dudes on offense, no matter what the scheme and what you're running, you're gonna do good things. And that's what we bought into.
Right left, James.
For each of you, Dan had said that the losses to Washington the past 2 years is something that he thought about every day that he woke up and every day before he goes to sleep. The team is very different. They're in a very different spot. It's not the same coaching staff. Most all the players are gone. But how much of this was redemptive to any of you, and how much were you thinking about at least last season's losses? How much did that stick with each of you for the last year?
Yeah, I'd say it, personally, and I think for at least all these dudes right here, fuels the fire. That's like what you, going into this week, you try to play for the guy next to you, but at the end of the day, these guys ruined our chances at a national championship last year, put hurting on us the year before. And it's, in the weight room, we got videos of every single game we've played against them. And when you're pumping weights, you see that. And it just reminds you, and that's the beautiful thing about football, is like you can use that to fuel you. And it definitely did this week. And, I'll forever remember this one.
Same row on the right, Brady.
Were any of you paying attention to any of the scores this morning? Was there a certain reaction to the game in Columbus? Was there kind of a hope to play Ohio State again, have that experience of playing a team you'd already beaten? Anybody?
That's not the way it works. Pick one.
Mateo?
I don't know. I didn't even know. I don't even think I still know who really won those games. But maybe they do. I don't know.
On the left, Tyson.
Bryce, after the game, you're one of the last, if not the last guy to walk off the field. I'm curious, what are just kind of the things that go through your mind while you're standing out there while everyone else has kind of made their way off?
Yeah, one, soaking it all in, and two, just giving back to the community. These fans are awesome. Grew up in the area, so just sign as many autographs and being with as many fans as possible. Then obviously my family. So like I said, just soaking it all in, and yeah.
Back middle, Brett.
Jordan, can you just describe how difficult it is to get 10 sacks in a game? You guys made it look easy, but I would imagine that it's a lot more difficult to achieve, especially when going against a team like Washington, a rival and a team that obviously wants to come away with the win as well.
Yeah, because going into it, you really got a game plan. And some teams kind of like switch up, what they've been doing all year because they're playing us. But if you can do it on Monday, take in the coach and do it on Monday, you can do it on Saturday. So I feel like, everybody was buying in throughout the week, and, they made that happen tonight.
Back left, Matt.
Bryce, as a guy that's grew up here, knowing the history of this program, has this team done enough to be considered one of the better teams in program history, like the 2010 team that went 12-0, or the 2012 team, or the 14 team?
Yeah, certainly what we've done has been amazing, and it'll go down and as one of the better teams in Oregon history. But we want to be the best, and the best is yet to come. So November and December, and obviously January is where we make our money. So we're just looking forward to that, and obviously next week, and ask me that question in a couple of weeks, and I'll have a different answer for you.
On the right, Zach.
Bryce, as far as peak life moments go, is there anything cooler that you'll do than landing a backflip and shout against Washington in your last game on senior night?
Yeah, that one's definitely up there. I'd say, maybe next week or later down the road, or having kids or something like that might be pretty cool. But
Next week.